Hello everybody, this is Art from The View on Boxing. You know, to add to the newest drama that we've experienced with the Mayweather and Pacquiao situation is now Mayweather is saying that he has a May 5th date set and reserved for a venue in Las Vegas to fight the biggest fight out there, which leads us to believe that he means Pacquiao. Bob Arum, on the other hand, is calling it a joke, okay? Because this is something that he should have hashed out with Bob Arum first before announcing this. So Bob Arum's looking at this like it's a joke and it's just another one of Pacquiao's, Mayweather's ploys, you know, in this big back and forth between both camps. You know, Bob Arum, you know, he's a shifty kind of guy, and you know, he's a master at manipulation of you know, making a fight juicier, and I think even he has given up on that aspect. This fight's as juicy as it's gonna get. So not Mayweather, not Arum, no one needs to make this juicier. The world wants to see this fight, but yet, you know, we just have all of these issues, you know. You know, Mayweather, you know, with his allegations of the steroids being used by Pacquiao. Pacquiao's camp calls Mayweather a coward, you know. There's so many views, you know. I personally don't call either one of them cowards. These men have both faced plenty of adversity and plenty of bigger opponents, and you know, it's not a coward thing. You know, is there the normal nerves that every fighter, every man has? Of course, but I just don't get it. $60 million, I mean, you know, I try to fight myself from thinking that Mayweather might be afraid, because I don't want to believe that. You know, I think that the man, you know, I don't know what his motives are. If they're trying to make it juicier, like I said, it's done. It's as juicy as it's going to get. Let's get this fight on. For $60 million, I'll fight both Manny and Mayweather with my hands tied behind my back. I'll take the beating of a lifetime for $60 million. You know, so would everybody on this planet. So when a fighter like Mayweather, who calls himself money, you know, I mean, go make that money. You know, man, I want to see somebody make it in today's time. I mean, life's a little rough around the world right now. And, you know, in a sense, we vicariously live through Pacquiao and Mayweather and the money that they make and this glorious lifestyle that they lead. You know, this is entertainment. So when two fighters of this caliber in the same weight division won't meet, you know, it's really bad for the sport. Pacquiao's saying, hey, let's do this. You know, Bob Arum is, you know, he seems to be more than ready. Mayweather seems to be now saying he's ready, but nothing is as ready as signing the paper. You know, sign the dotted line and let's get it going. I mean, this fight will break all pay-per-view records. It's just the fight of our time, you know, or this time. We need to get it on, fellas. We need to get it on. This is boxing. This is not, you know, the courtrooms and legal battles and all this stuff. You know, it's nothing simpler than two men getting it in the ring and getting it on, man. You know, it's just $60 million a piece you guys can make, and that's a low estimate. That's without including your percentages of, you know, apparel and, you know, memorabilia. And I mean, both of you guys stand to make so much money, you know. For us, for the fans, both of you, let's just get it on, man. You know, let's see this fight happen. You know, I'm tired of watching all of this crap on TV that just makes our sport look bad. And Mayweather, you know, doesn't help when he's arguing with Rude Jude on the radio about, you know, him not being afraid. Rude Jude called him a coward and said he was afraid to fight, even though he actually picks him to win the fight if they ever get it on. But Mayweather goes on the radio and calls him, I mean, a lot of profane names, you know, even showed some racism, you know, and you know, obviously biased towards, you know, the gay world. You know, I mean, he insulted Rude Jude in every which way possible on the air, and you know, Mayweather, you know, you were here in San Francisco some years back. You were a gentleman, man. You were a complete gentleman in our gym at World Gym when we had that going. And you know, that's the guy I'd like to see. You know, you're a role model, whether you like it or not. And there's a whole lot better things that our kids can learn from you than, you know, getting on the radio and publicly blasting somebody out with, I mean, just the most profane language, you know, that's out there. You know, you're a champion, you work hard, you're one of the hardest training fighters out there, man. I mean, you don't need to go on the radio and insult someone or anywhere, on TV or anywhere, you know, to start using the bad language and all of that stuff and losing control of yourself, even, to where you're snapping mad. You know, our kids need to see something better than that, you know, and I know you got it in you. I know how you are in person. I've seen you plenty of times. You're a complete gentleman and you seem to be a great guy. But every now and then you lose the screw and you start going after, you know, individuals who are talking bad about you. You know, there would be no bad talk if fighters just got it on. You know, it's that simple. Pacquiao doesn't come on the radio and insult you. He doesn't insult your race. He doesn't insult your upbringing. He doesn't even talk about, like Ortiz, you know, going out and bragging, oh, I had it rough and my parents left me and this and that, which turned out to be false. You know, Pacquiao doesn't rub that in anybody's face. He grew up rougher than, you know, most of us can imagine. You know, and Ortiz was over there throwing that kind of stuff at the press when, you know, little does he know your lifestyle. You grew up a little bit rougher than what Ortiz might have seen, you know, so it's, you know, neither here nor there. But the classy thing is to not say nothing. The classy thing is what Sugar Ray Robinson did, what, you know, Joe Louis did, what Marciano did, what, you know, so many of the great legends did. They just got in the ring and let their hands do the talking, you know. So let's get it on, fellas, and let's stop all this drama that makes our sport look pretty lame. You know, there's only one way to prove things, and that's with your hands. So that's my view on boxing. Sayonara.